What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review Mad Men Season 7, Episode 10, titled The Forecast. This is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to amc.com/madmen. Watch the full episode there. It should take me, it should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and final score. And thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope all of you are enjoying the beginning of the week. Enjoying all the movie trailers, Batman v Superman, Star Wars, Force Awakens, Fantastic Four, Ant-Man, in case you're a moviegoer, but let's get right into it, guys. We only got, 4 more episodes left of Mad Men? I'm going to be very emotional on the final day, guys, and I may cry. It's just a beautiful show. 7 long but great years of a fantastic show. Definitely Mad Men is on my top 5 best dramas of history. So, first off, I'm just gonna, from long story to short, just summarize it. So Peter Pan, Peanut Butter, they're meeting the whole team. Joan meets this guy named Jim. She sleeps with him. We haven't seen that the past 7 seasons. So Don is trying to sell his apartment. Glenn says hello to Sally. Glenn comes back, man. Glenn looks good, man. I didn't recognize him at first, and I was like, oh, it's that fat kid from Season 1. And then Season 2 and Season 4. And then he made that move with Betty like in Season 3 or something. I was like, holy crap. He's looking pretty foxy. That's pretty cool. He has a girlfriend named Paula there, or they just met technically, but you know, it's the 70s, so groovy. So Glenn is going to Vietnam, a very emotional moment, man. One of the best scenes out of the whole episode. Mathis thanks Don. Mathis is just a guy who works for Peter Pan Peanut Butter. Sally calls Glenn's mom, basically crying, saying, because Sally was she just didn't know how to handle her emotions once Glenn said he was going to Vietnam, so she went upstairs and she didn't get to say bye to him. And of course, it's a very awkward moment between Glenn and Betty because, you know what I'm saying, from a couple seasons ago. It's been a while, but a very awkward moment, and he wants some from her. He wants a goodbye type of gift, but I don't think she's going to give it to him because she's married, just like she was married to Don when she did him. I think she was married to Don. It was like Season 3. Anyway, the guy ruins it with Joan. Jim ruins it with Joan basically because she has kids, so they basically have a moment. Create something of lasting value is basically what Peggy wants for her future. Mathis and Don fight, and basically Mathis is fired. Another very intense moment where Don is like, you have a very dirty mouth. You need to grow up and take responsibility. And Mathis is like, no, the only reason why you're good at this job or anything is because you're good looking. That's the only reason. And basically Don kind of just takes it, but then again he's just like, you're fired. And it's basically, it's a very intense fight though, very good acting. So Jim apologizes to Joan and he wants to be in Joan's life with her kid. Very selfish of Joan, saying, I'm giving away my kid just for you, like type of thing, like I'm sending him away to be with you. I was like, wow, no, that's the most stupid thing ever, by the way. So Glenn visits Betty and he gets rejected. Very funny. I'm married. Yeah, we haven't heard that before. And you're married to Henry. Who gives a shit about Henry? Come on. I'm not gonna even get into it. Why not just get with him? I mean, he's going to Vietnam. Poor soul, gonna be blown up, man. Come on, at least give him something. So Dawn flirts with Sarah, which is Sally's friend. Not really flirt, but kind of have that awkward moment where you get a chill down her spine. She's only 17 years old and she's smoking everything. She's kind of like, oh, you live in a penthouse, blah, blah, blah. And, well, it was getting interesting, but then they had to leave, of course. And then basically Sally leaves on bad terms and basically says, I want to get far away from you and Mom. And he's like, I am your father and you were exactly like us, type of thing. So it's not that good how they left. Someone bought his penthouse and he stands in the hallway at the end with music slowly playing. What did I think about this episode overall, guys? My pros, first off, Sally knocked it out of the ballpark, man. I don't know whether or not this is the finale for Sally's storyline. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure we'll see more Sally throughout the next 4 episodes. But for sure, man, I like the way her storyline was this episode. I think it was the most strongest out of all because there's 3 main storylines in this episode: Dawn, Joan, and Sally. And Sally was the best out of all. The whole Glenn thing about bringing Glenn back, I think I'm most likely talk about like as a cameo. That was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Now I just need Sal to come back. I love the ending of how he's ready to go home, and he's kind of having second thoughts, and then the penthouse is sold, and he's like, well, can't go back into the penthouse now. I mean, it's sold. The music also, I just love every week some music, man. It keeps me going, keeps me pumped, and it's intense. The acting in this episode is phenomenal, man. Joan's acting, Dawn's acting, and Sally's acting, and every character, and Glenn, just the way they perform themselves. Glenn acts like he's been since he was a young kid. It's just the way it is. You see it in his eyes. Also, the whole flirting thing with Dawn and Sally never gets old. Not Sally, excuse me, I don't have his daughter, but Sarah. Very intense stuff. And the camera and the writing. Now, I'm not full on for the writing. Now, there are some stupid things, like I said, for the writing, but you know what works, you know what doesn't. Now, the only cons, really, is Joan's story in this episode, really. I don't like Joan's story, because in a point I do. Yeah, I do in a point, but she's just a mess. And not the actress, I'm just saying the character Joan is a mess. She's been a mess for a while. It just ended already for her. Get her off the show. That's it. You're done. You've been since the beginning. You don't need to stay on no longer. You're done. You're good. I was really sad because no Glenn and no Betty. I really wanted a scene between them, But I was really disappointed by that. I was like, wow. Come on, AMC. This episode was slow. It was like 30% slow. That's not that bad, but it was slow. And Jim's character, I don't care for Jim's character with Joan. Honestly, it's predictable. She's probably gonna be with him. That's how that's gonna end for her story arc. Is she's gonna get with him? Blah blah blah. Their happy ending. Predictable, guys. So overall, I'm going to give this episode of Mad Men a solid B, an 8.45 out of a 10. Comment down below, let me know what was your favorite part of this Mad Men episode, and what you want to see over the next 4 episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if you're excited for the rest of Mad Men, and if you enjoyed this episode thus far. I'll see you guys for the next 4 episodes. Hope all of you enjoy. Don't forget, I will be reviewing *Halt and Catch Fire* May 31st. Don't forget. Subscribe for more Mad Men, guys. May the Spock be with you always. Solid B equals good episode. Not great. Last week's was better. But hey, I can't get enough of Don Draper.